Hi everyone, welcome back. So we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Matte Primer to mattify my skin. Then we're going to take the Mehron Paradise Paints and we're going to mix the green with the white. And my forehead is so oily, I had a lot of trouble getting the paint to lay well. But you're going to see it lays a lot better with the rest. So the way these paints work, you activate them with water, and the more water you add, the more liquidy and translucent the paint will be, and the less water you add, the more thick and opaque the color will be. So you sort of have to manipulate it as you will. And I'm going to leave the center bare, and I'm just going to add mostly white mixed with a little bit of the green to give sort of a highlight. This is sort of our foundation and concealer for this look, if you will. I'm going to go over the eyebrows and over everything. We're going to act like this is our new skin to work with, and this is what the end result. And then I'm going to prime my eyes with this CCBeauty white cream color. We're using white because we're using a lot of intense color and we want everything to pop nicely. So I'm just going to go over the eyelid and the brow like so. So for this entire look, I decided to use the Sephora Pro palette because it has every color I could possibly need. I'm going to take first the white, because this is a cream and we don't want things to move around or not blend properly. So we're just going to set the area with this matte white eyeshadow. My skin is looking really crusty right now, but it's going to look better in the end. And I actually had issues, like my makeup just completely came off my forehead and my upper lip. So I'm going to lay down some translucent powder to soak up all the oil, and then I'm going to add some more paint, and that really helped everything. Then I'm going to take this pink shade and I'm going to sort of press it into my crease and then do regular blending motions to blend it out. And then once it's blended out, I'm going to pack in some more to get this really crazy intense cat eye thing going on. So I'll show you again. I patted it in to get the shape and then blended it out to refine the edges. I'm going to just use some white eyeshadow and just apply this to the outer corner just to shapen up the eye and make sure we have our shape defined. Then I'm going to take this sort of like very light highlighty color that has like a pink shift, and I'm going to use that on top of the eyeshadow to just blend it out. And this is going to give a nice shimmer and also really blend everything. And we're taking this very high today, like up and above the brow. We're going to fill in our brow with black later on, so it is not a big deal, but we're just being very dramatic. Then I'm going to take more of the pink and apply that to amp up the intensity of everything. Then I'm taking this like magenta color and I'm putting this like sort of in the crease, basically around the same area. We're just not taking it up quite as high. Then I'm taking this like violet shade and putting it on the lid area and just blending all the colors together. And then I'm taking some white eyeshadow and just putting it on the brow bone. And then I'm doing this very strange, like, edgy brow. So what I did was I, like, filled in my hairs with this black eyeliner. This is the House Labs felt tip liner. And then I did this really, really high, dramatic arched, like, arch. And I just tried to do hair strokes in my actual brow hair area and then just kept the brow really thin. It took me forever to get this because I never really did my brows like this before. But I wound up getting something, and the right brow is going to look absolutely ridiculous for the time being, just so you know, but I will clean it up later. I just for some reason did not clean it up now because this just took forever and I tried to get as much of it on film as I could. Then I cleaned it up with a little bit of white cream, the same cream we used to prime the eyes. Then I didn't really know what to do next. First I took this like very dark purple from the palette and I put it all over my lid, but I wasn't really feeling it. So then I looked and I noticed this beautiful, very unique color. It was like a greenish gold. Like it was truly a gold and a green at the same time, and it was so unique and so pretty, and I really wanted to use this, so I put it on my lid. Then I started out putting more of the purple color to sort of like define the lash line, but that just didn't end up staying I first put more of the gold because I wanted to pop more, and then I also wanted the shadow on my lash line to be more subtle. And then I wind up putting some like green on there after I put some liner. And it's just, that's what I ended up with. I sort of winged this look, to be honest. Didn't know exactly what I was doing. I did practice it, but yeah. Then I took Sugarpill's 2 a.m. and a more definer brush and put that in a crease. And then I put more of the shimmer shade just to really sort of softly cut the crease. And then I just blended out the edges with the same definer brush and Sugarpill 2 a.m. Then I took this very dramatic yellow gold and I put this as my inner corner shade with this beautiful packing brush just to get it really nice and intense. And then I decided I wanted the color to stand out more with everything else we had. So I took this lime green color and I put it on the inner corner, and then I put the same gold color over top of it just to give it a more intense pigmentation. And I really like the way it turned out. I'm taking Pixi Petra Liquid Fairy Lights and I'm putting that all over. Then I'm going to start contouring my face. And I started with Sugarpill in the shade Midori. And I put that all over where I would normally contour, sort of loosely as like a bronzer. Put it on like my forehead and my cheeks. And as well as my jawline. And then I did my nose and just carved everything out. Then we're going to take this other Sugarpill shadow called Subterranean and a very small brush. And we're going to start carving out our cheekbones more precisely. And what I did was I started the way I normally would, but I made a very harsh line at the very bottom and then blended it upward. And then I took the contour very close to the mouth, almost sort of going in a curved U shape around my actual cheekbone with a lighter green. And this is going to give me sort of like that like dramatic drag, like Joker smile effect, which is what I was going for, because that's how this is actually inspired by a drag queen called Juno Birch, who does crazy colors and crazy contour and just really dramatic lips, and that's who inspired this naturist fairy get out of me swamp makeup look. Yeah. Trying to blend the forehead. The forehead just gives me so much trouble. Things just don't blend as well on there. It looks okay in the end. You'll see I'm going back and forth with the Sugarpill shade and the Midori shade and just taking it on the brush and blending it out. Making sure we carve underneath the contour. That brow looks really good, actually, at that particular shot. And then I'm just doing a quick nose contour. It's basically the same as beauty makeup. We're just using, obviously, the proper colors for our green face. Then I'm just carving the nose with some white eyeshadow. Then I'm going to take this light teal color and mix it with some white and actually use that on my under eyes and the center of my forehead to highlight everything. Just to sort of add another intensity, because our under eye was looking a little washed out with all this other color we had going on. So I just wanted to do that. Then I put it in the center of my forehead and blend everything out with a blending brush. Then I'm going to go in with the pink eyeshadow and put this on the very apple of my cheeks. This is the way Juno Birch does their blush, and this is the way I want to do it too. Just sort of a classical, like almost the way like a doll would have their blush, like a toy doll. And then I take this like magenta color and I sort of start by blending it into my cheekbone, but then I take a more precise brush and draw a circle just to really intensify and get a defined dramatic shape. And yeah, that's it. Very cute. And then I'm just taking the highlighting powder and blending everything into one another. My voice is very sexy right now. Then I'm taking this perfect palette, the Naked Cosmetics highlighter palette, because it has a bunch of different colors, like chromographic colors, and I did not really show myself highlighting, but trust and believe. I'm taking the Morphe matte setting spray, and then I'm taking this color and just putting it all over my cheekbones, center of my face. And then for lips, I lined my lips with the Appeal Forest Green liner, and then I took this green Vice lipstick from Urban Decay palette and drew a very dramatic lip. And then to finish everything off, I don't have a lot of footage here because I was running out of room. I took some like yellow and some white and just all kinds of stuff. And then I also put some Smashbox Instamatte to mattify everything. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you. Bye.